Are you considering new construction in Sun City Hilton Head? Well, if so, then this is the video for you. Today I'm going to be meeting with one of Webb's sales consultants by the name of Emma Willman. Emma's going to be giving us an overview of the community, sharing information on new construction and updates on the latest amenity center being offered in the Argent East area, and also taking us on a personal tour of two new villas that they recently introduced to their portfolio. So please come join us. So Emma, thank you so much for joining me today. Let's talk about Sun City. So this is a 55 plus community. And what can you share with us about what that entails? What the lifestyle is like here.
Yeah, so Webb was the original 55 plus trailblazer. And then when you put the Sun City title onto it, that's when you really get the golf and the lifestyle and the amenities, with Hilton Head being one of the largest. So we have $150 million of completed amenities in our community, which gives you 3 fitness centers, 6 pools. You get a 9,000 square foot woodworking shop and a model train shop. We have some sports complexes for softball and baseball, and there's actual teams that play there with concessions, and there's games every week, so it's a really fun environment. There's even a place called Town Square where there's rooms for kind of just every club you can imagine. So stained glass, painting, photography, billiards, just to name a few. And then there's also a 540-seat performing arts center. So you could go there and see, a movie or a comedy show or an orchestra. So there's just so much opportunity for you to meet people. And especially if you're coming out of state and you're starting over, it's a really great place to do that. And there's, clubs for every single interest you can imagine. There's over 200 clubs at this point. So yeah, it's just a great place to be able to, be active year round.
It doesn't matter where you live in Sun City, whether you're looking at the new construction in the newer Argent East section, or you're here on the north side, or possibly where the community originated 30 some odd years ago, that no matter where you are, you have access to all of the amenities throughout Sun City. And including Riverbend too, which is right on the Okatee River, and that's got some really cool amenities where you've got a pool that overlooks the river, and then they have the dock where you can go shrimping and fishing, and I've even seen paddle boarders out there. There's kayakers, and they have a really cool stabilizer. So you're going to have access to all that fun stuff.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter where in the community you live, so you have access to all of that, plus what we have on the way, which will actually add $50 million more of amenities, which once that's completed, we will have the most amenities out of any community in the area, but out of a lot of Webbs in the country. So once that's finished, that's going to give you 2 more pools, so resort style, heated year round. There's a lap pool up there as well, a 2-story fitness center with a suspended track, and it's going to be beautiful outdoor. There's going to be a very big, very large pool with cabanas, and there's a fire pit area and a Baja deck, and there's an outdoor amphitheater for live music and movies, and we're proud to offer the only community that has indoor and outdoor pickleball once that's finished.
So my understanding is, are they planning on having like maybe 4 pickleball courts, but that court also has the ability to be converted into a basketball court? And you can watch all the activity while you're upstairs, maybe on a treadmill or running around the track. So that's really cool. When's that amenity center going to be completed? I know it's well underway right now.
So first quarter of 26 is what's projected right now.
Okay, so soon enough. All right, fantastic. So Sun City also offers golf, which is a big amenity here in the community and a big draw to people that are coming here. Tell us a little bit about the golf that's offered.
Sun City is kind of one of the premier places. If you want to live in a community where you have access to private golf courses, this is the place to do it. So we do have 3 golf courses. We are pay to play. So if you get here and you say, I don't want to golf, you're not going to be paying for it, and it's just something nice for you to look at. On the other side, if you do play golf, we do have really low rates for golf. Even if you wanted to come with a guest, you'll pay $60 for a round of golf this year. So we have some really great unbeatable rates, as well as some plan fees if you do like to golf a lot, as well as leagues if you're really into it. If you want to play golf, there's so many opportunities to play golf, but you don't have to.
Okay, great. Yeah, I always tell people that one of the great things about Sun City is that even though it is what I'll say semi-private, so it means you have to be a resident here of Sun City in order to utilize the golf courses, but you and your guests can play here. But you don't have to pay an upfront membership fee, which is wonderful because a lot of private golf communities do have fees that can be upwards of $20 to maybe $90,000, just to be able to buy into the community, but that's not the case here. So let's talk about the new construction process. So obviously you're representing Del Webb. If somebody's coming in here and they're interested in possibly having a home built, let's talk a little bit about that process. I know that you've got 3 series of homes. So there's the scenic series, the distinctive, the echelon, then you have the duets. Can you kind of break this down into a brief description of each one?
Yeah, absolutely. So the duets is going to be the series of homes that we offer that are attached. So you do own the land under it, and kind of the beauty of it is you don't know you're in an attached home, and you can get those at a really great price point. You're still going to get 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a 2-car garage, even on the smallest home that we offer. And they have some great views over in the duet section, with some on the lagoon, some backing up to trees, and it's just a really nice area. And then once you get into the scenic series, so these are going to be our single family homes. The scenic series is going to be the smallest of the series that we offer that are detached. The scenic series, you'll still get 2 beds, 2 bathrooms, 2-car garage. And this is where you also have the option to add a 2nd story if you would like. All of our floor plans are going to be ranch style to start off with, and then adding that 2nd story is kind of an option that's up to you. Also in that scenic series, you get something called a flex room. You can use this as an office, you can convert it into a bedroom. So it's kind of just like a little bonus area that you can use for whatever you would like. And you'll also get the gathering room on the 1st story. If you did decide to add a 2nd story, which you totally can, you get a bathroom, a bedroom, and another gathering area. So then once you move into the distinctive series, that's where stuff starts getting a little bit larger. You'll still get your 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2-car garage. You actually have the opportunity to extend your garage, making it a bit larger. And once you get into the distinctive series, there's more options in terms of personalization and layout. So you can have a 0 entry shower, you can have an extended screen porch. So having the distinctive series is kind of, taking some great things from the scenic series and some from the echelon series. And it's a really great, place to meet in the middle. Yeah. And then the echelon series is going to be the largest that we have. So again, you have the option to add the 2nd story. And once you get into the echelon series, you also have the option to add a 3rd-car garage. You also have the opportunity to get more than 2 bedrooms on the 1st floor if you did want to keep your office space.
Okay. And if somebody comes to you and says, okay, I'm interested in, let's say, the Palmery floor plan, you'll take them through and decide, okay, do you want to have the upstairs as an option? Do you want to close off that flex room with doors? Do you want to add a sunroom? So you're going to help them through that customization. But then once you've made those selections, then the next step is you've got a design consultant that's right here on site, including the design center. So it's sort of like a one-stop shop. You've got everything right here.
Yeah.
The build time is what these days?
Build time in your contract says 5 to 9 months, just to account for, storms or supply chain. But generally we're seeing around 7 months for your house to be built.
Tell me about Pulte Mortgage.
Yeah, so Pulte Mortgage is going to be another thing actually that we have on site here. So we have our representative is Denise Dufresne. She knows over 200 different types of loan programs. So she'll work with your specific situation, with competitor situation, all sorts of things to make sure, throughout your build time that all the deposits are in, that the timelines meet up, and she'll work alongside your construction manager to make sure that you do stay on track. You'll also get incentives for using them because they are our affiliate company. So if you do decide to use Pulte Mortgage and take a loan, you'll get 2% of your purchase price at contract to use towards interest rate buy down or closing costs. And then on the other hand, if you did want to pay cash, we'll still give you an incentive there of 1% of your purchase price at contract to use towards closing costs.
Okay. And obviously those incentives can change over time. But at the time of this video, which today is January 10th of 2025, those are what their current incentives are. Tell me about the earnest money deposit.
Yeah. So on a to-be-built house, the only things that you commit to in your contract is the floor plan, the home site, and any structural options. So for example, if you did want a second story or you wanted the super shower, the walk-in shower, those are the only things that go in your contract. So you commit to those and you give us $20,000 at signing. And then you would come back 3 weeks later for your design appointment where you would pick your countertops and your cabinets and all of the finishes and features that are going to go into your home. And the total down payment is going to be 20% of your purchase price. You only give us $20,000 at signing, so we can, lock in your structure, lock in the base prices, and then the remainder of that 20% is due at your design appointment.
Okay. And with your mentioning that, people will come back within 3 weeks to do the design appointment, for those who are not local, as most of the buyers here are not, you guys usually make it pretty easy. It's not where you have an expectation that you have to continuously be taking trips here. So I would say one of the most important one, besides coming out here and meeting with you and establishing, okay, what home site do I want, which floor plan, is, coming in for that design appointment. But after that, the next expectation I would say would probably be once your home is fully framed, that's when you're going to come and do your pre-drywall walk with your field supervisor. And then aside from that, until the home is done, there really is not a need to have to come back. And then the nice thing is, if you have someone such as myself representing you, I'm going to be your eyes and ears on the ground. So I'll be there taking video footage and pictures of your home throughout the whole process so that somebody is watching out for you. And speaking of which, so you represent the seller, which is Del Webb. But for the buyers out there that wish to have their own representation, have a realtor be there by their side, how open is Del Webb to the process of having a realtor involved?
Oh yeah, we love working with realtors. I mean, it kind of benefits both ways because we, help them out and they help us out. They're always around here, always in our office, and we will actually, Pulte will pay their commission. So using a realtor in here for your sale is nothing out of your pocket.
Doesn't cost you anything, and you've got somebody there that's got your best interest at hand. So, all right, wonderful.
And one of the great things about working with you, just from recent experiences that I've had, is that some clients are out of state. Because again, we do have a lot of people come from out of state, and they're not able to make the trip all the way down or up here. And Amy actually has a drone that she can take drone footage of a home site. So maybe for a client who can't get here but wants to take advantage of current incentives, it was great to have you to be able to, fly that over and send that out. It was really cool for them to be able to see their home site, because they'll have that even once their house is there, and then they can look back and see how much progress they've made.
Oh yeah, that's great. And I of course love giving those updates for clients too, and especially once the framing is started and you can just send that drone right over and show you how the progress. They really get a kick out of seeing that. So, well, thank you.
Yeah.
And of course, working with Emma has been an absolute pleasure. I even had a client reach out to me the other day just to brag about how outstanding you are, how responsive you are, and just how willing you were to share information with them. So I can't say enough about you, and the communication is superb, and you win over all of the clients that I bring to you.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything that you do for them.
Yeah.
So let's now talk about the HOA fees that are involved.
Yeah. So Sun City Hilton Head has a really, really healthy HOA. We have over 20 million in reserves and haven't had a special assessment in over 20 years. So we have the money to do what we might need to do. If you're looking at any of the single family homes, it's going to be $295 a month, and that's billed quarterly. And that covers the maintenance of all of your shared spaces, most of which were renovated during COVID anyway, so they're fairly new. That'll also get you the access to the amenities, 24/7 roaming security, so it's a super safe gated community, as well as your lawn care, which is another thing that kind of differentiates the new section from any of the prior sections of Sun City, is we will cover your lawn care.
And what about for the villas?
Yeah, so the HOA for the villas is going to be $391 a month, again billed quarterly, and it includes everything that I just touched on, so the maintenance, the security, as well as the lawn care. But just since those are attached products, we also cover your roof, downspouts, gutters, and exterior paint and termite services.
So one of the things that we have to do through the process when picking out a home is also the home site that it's going to go on.
Yeah, so we have a number of different home sites. The prices on the home sites vary by two things. One, the series of home that you're looking at, and then two, the location. So we have kind of a lot to cater to whatever you might be looking for.
So in regards to the home sites, when somebody's looking at a base price, it's not going to include that home site premium. So whatever that premium is, they typically starting somewhere in the teens and then, going up from there depending on how private that home site is.
Yep, and the way that pricing works, while we're on the subject, is going to be the base price. So the base price includes the structure plus a list of included items. That also includes our warranty program, which gives you 10 years on your structure, 5 years on any sort of water intrusion or leaks, 2 years on all of your systems, and then 1 year if you have a paint chip or nail pop, we'll make sure we come back and fix that for you. So that's all included within the base price. Number 2 in the formula is going to be the home site, so just the land that you put your house on. And then number 3 is going to be any personalization you add to your home. So say you did want a second story, or you want a sink in your laundry room and quartz countertops, kind of the design part of that, all the fun part. That's going to be number 3, and that'll bring you to your total purchase price.
Good. And then that's where you're paying the 20% for your earnest money deposit. And then you never have to pay another thing throughout the entire build process, not until you're ready to go back to the closing table. So we're going to have a special treat. Emma's going to be taking us out to see a couple of the new duets that you have out there. I believe, are they both going to be finished?
Yeah. So we have a number of duets that we do offer, and then the 2 that we'll go see are from our newer collection, the Parkside duets.
Okay, so let's talk about the duets. I know you've got the original, what was the Danbury and the Ellington, and now you have 2 new duets that you've introduced. What can you tell us about them, and are there any spec homes available?
Yeah, so the duets are going to be the attached product. The Danbury and the Ellington were the original 2 that we offer, and you still can build them. We actually have some home sites that are beautiful on the water to build those on, so that's definitely an option. And then we really released 2 more floor plans of the duets called the Brilliance and the Calonia a couple months back, and they are beautiful floor plans. They cater a lot to people who love nature, love to be outdoors, and are going to spend a lot of their time outdoors. So picture just a lot of porch area, walkways, even private walkways around your house to see all the nature and the lagoon in the back. And they're offered at a really great price point. So maybe for someone who wants to get in Sun City but isn't looking for, something over $450, we even have some of them for under $400.
Okay.
Yeah, all of the Brilliance and the Caledonia are going to be spec homes. And when I say spec homes, I mean picture a lot of really great upgrades that make the house look kind of
up to the standards of what most of today's buyers are looking for. So you're going to have probably, hard surface flooring throughout a lot of the common areas, if not the entire villa, right? Updated quartz countertops and beautiful kitchens and stainless steel appliances. Basically everything that usually somebody's going to want when they build a home, you're going to make sure it's in there because, obviously you want to sell them. So, speaking of which, we're going to have a special treat. Emma is going to take us into a couple of their spec villas so we can see in person what they look like. So come join us for that.
awesome.
All right.
And so all of these are Danbury and Ellington. And then where we turn the corner is where those two new floor plans come into play. So all of these on this street coming up to the left are going to be Brilliance and Caledonia. All going to be spec homes, which makes it really convenient to get all the upgrades without having to wait the full build time. And they're also offered at a discount.
All right, Emma, so where are we right now?
So this is the Brilliance, and this is going to be the smallest of the duets that we can offer, but you're still going to get 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a 2-car garage.
Okay, great. Let's go take a look at it.
So one of the things that people love about this is that it has kind of its own private little walkway over here, and lots of landscaping. You can see it really lets you take in the beauty of whatever your home site is in the back. And there's a lot of nature in this section, lots of trees and landscaping that we put in. So there's definitely a lot of nature in this section.
Okay.
So you have a pretty big outdoor space with this one. You have all of this, which would be considered your lanai, which we actually did just start offering screens in these. And then you have all of this additional space, which I've seen, you can put chairs and a table or whatever you would like, but that leads right to your front door, which is also nice to have it in the back of your house because it also includes a little bit more privacy than a traditional home. So yeah, let's go take a look.
Yeah.
So right when you walk into the Brilliance, you have a really nice and big coat closet here. So it offers a lot of space.
Okay.
And then immediately as you come in, you're kind of faced with this huge great room. So we have the kitchen off to our left, and this is finished with the highest cabinet upgrades, backsplash, as well as some countertop upgrades as well. These are our pendants that we put in. We have really, really lovely brushed nickel color. And kind of one of the things that people love about the Brilliance is how much counter space you get in here. Aside from, all of the cabinet space that you have, you also get this additional part over here, which a lot of people have said they're going to use as a coffee bar, and I don't blame them. But as you come over here, you see this huge walk-in pantry. So you'll definitely never run out of space in one of these.
Oh yeah, that's a really nice size.
Yeah.
Wow, I've got pantry envy for sure. Great.
And then if you come on this way, so this is where the entry to your garage is. And even in a floor plan like this, where it is the smallest that we offer, you do still get, 2-car garage. This is a finished garage as well, so it will be insulated and it's finished like, any of your rooms in your house would be. So you come right into your secondary bedroom up here, and it has nice big closet, and this kind of keeps your guests away in their own private wing of the house, rather than being, closer to the back where your room would be. But it's very spacious, 2 really nice big windows. We do also pre-wire all the bedrooms for a ceiling fan with a light, so that's why it's a little dark in here right now, but all the wiring is there so that you can put up whatever fan looks best to you. So this is the secondary bathroom. It's finished with very neutral colors, so you can kind of come and add your own touch to it, but it has upgraded cabinetry, countertops, and then it has a fiberglass tub, which is nice to have, the tub in your house, but it's very easy to clean. And then off to your left is going to be your laundry room. And then off to the side here is going to be another storage area. So whether you use that for, a secondary pantry, not that you need one because the pantry's already so big. So then you come into your owner's bedroom, which is off the back of the house. And then you'll come right into your owner's bathroom. So you do get the double vanity, which is really nice. There's a lot of space up here for storage here, alongside all of the cabinetry that you have. And they do most of the spec homes with one of the higher cabinet upgrades, so they do have the soft close.
Oh, that's great. And it's got the dovetail as well.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful.
Yeah. And then they did some upgraded tile in here. You'll see that these are the 12 by 24 tiles rather than the squares. And then we also have separate water closet.
And then tile comes standard in the shower.
You have the choice between either tile matching the floor tile or to do subway tile, but this is one of our more popular options just because it is easier to clean.
These floors are so beautiful.
I know. This is some of our LVP, or luxury vinyl planking.
Yeah.
Which is great just because it doesn't scratch very easily at all. So
Oh,
if you do
I
it
love
pets, it's great.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a nice sized closet.
They do well with closet space here, especially since South Carolina doesn't have basements. We do really well with the storage side of things. So we have some brilliances available for just over $400. As we sell them, we also do change the pricing up here and there. And then the next one we go into will be the Caledonia, and that one is one of our floor plans that we do often have a house that's under $400. So it's really great to be able to get in here at that price point and get all of these, features and finishes that people usually put on their houses at a discounted price.
Okay, and of course that's all relative to the time frame. So as of today's video, that's the pricing, but they have periodic price adjustments, usually going up, not down.
Unfortunately.
So better not to wait. All right, great. Well, let's go check out the other one.
Yeah. So now we're standing in front of the Caledonia, so just slightly larger than the Brilliance we were just in. So this is going to be $1,397 in square footage. You're still going to get 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a 2-car garage. This one's a bit more of an open concept floor plan, so the layout's totally different than the one next door. So let's go check it out. So right when you walk into the Caledonia, you're met with a very large great room. So open concept floor plan. They did put a tray ceiling in here too, which makes the ceilings even taller. And then once you come over to the kitchen, which is really convenient because you could be cooking or doing dishes and you have, direct access to your television. They did some of the highest cabinet packages that we have in this one. So you could see these, which will all be soft close. They also have these rollout trays, which makes it really convenient. And then this is one of our most popular countertops.
This is beautiful.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's I think one of our prettiest quartz. And then also these are our pendants again. They did do the blinds in this house as well, so it's really convenient to be able to just move into these, considering they have everything that you might be thinking about buying aside from the furniture. This layout also has this over here. Kind of a lazy
Susan. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
They've put a lot of thought into the upgrades that they put in here, knowing, okay, this is, I would assume something like this is not going to stay on the market for very long. These cabinets are beautiful and they look gorgeous with these floors. And then you've got the upgraded, not only stainless steel appliances, but the higher level KitchenAid. So yeah, great.
And with the KitchenAid, your microwave will be a convection microwave.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, it's so sleek looking.
And then back through here to the left will be your secondary bedroom and bathroom.
Okay.
Or your owner's suite. And this one feels slightly larger than the one in the Brilliance, and again, this one has the tray ceiling, so it makes the room feel really large. So then you can come right out here as well.
Emma, so tell us again, so on this particular villa, it sounds like you may already have a buyer for this one, but assuming if it were still available today or another one just like it, what would the price point come out with all these amazing options?
Yeah, so even with all of these options and the land included in this price, this one came out to be $399,990, which makes this a really great home to be able to get into, still giving you 2 beds, 2 baths, and a 2-car garage without even hitting that 400 mark. And you get all of these really nice upgrades that people, pay a lot for. So these are really great options as well.
Yeah, well, Emma, thank you so much for taking us on this tour of these 2 villas. Now, if somebody wanted to get in touch with you directly, how would they go about doing that?
Yeah, so the best way to get me is probably my cell phone, and my phone number is 631-553-4637. Feel free to call or text, but if you do prefer email, my email is Emma, EMMA.Willman, WILLMAN, @pulte.com.
All right, great. Thanks again. This has been wonderful and really informative.
Yeah. We're only like half a mile from where we just were, and we can already see just how large this amenity center is going to be. And once it's done, it's also going to elevate the curb appeal of this whole section, so it's going to be beautiful.
Oh yeah, it's so impressive already.
This amenity center is going to make this campus of Sun City one of the most sought after campuses that we've seen.
Hi, my name is Amy Lutz, and I'm a realtor with Serhant. I've been a licensed realtor in the Bluffton and Hilton Head area for over 20 years, and prior to general brokerage, I was an on-site sales consultant for Pulte and Webb for 14 years. I worked in several communities throughout the area, including Baynard Park, Parkside, the landings at New Riverside, Hampton Lake, The Haven, and Sun City, just to name a few. So I look forward to sharing my expertise with you. So if you're in the market for a home in our area, whether it be resales or new construction, then please give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email. Thank you so much for taking time to watch my video, and I'll catch you on the next one.